out of everything that hasn't been announced, and you can do one for DC and we can do one for Marvel here, what is something where you're like, this is what needs to be involved in the near future if Marvel wants to really get their crap together, or if DC really wants to continue the run that they're going on?
Yeah.
Like what, that again, not announced.
Mm-hmm.
So, because obviously we're both very much looking forward to the Green Lantern show coming out. And so. For Marvel, you know, we can be very vague and just be happy that we're getting X-Men again. You know, so what is there like something specific from each one, or well, and we can go into another question as well, as in the sense of what do they need to bring back or redo, or what did we not get enough of where it's like one more thing would have been great.
Yeah. Any great fictional, I'm going to paint with a broad brush here, adventure, fantasy, action story. Any great story has a great villain or villains. That is what, very broadly speaking, is needed for both Marvel and for DC. And if they can get that right, if they can give whoever the heroes are a compelling and formidable opponent to compete against and have to do battle with, you can weirdly, the superheroes that are actually doing the battling matter less than getting that villain correct. Making sure that they're not transient, they've got some endurance, they've got some staying power, they have the ability to hang and to do some serious damage to the heroes, right? Inflict some legitimate pain has to be a thing. But whether Star Wars with Darth Vader, the Harry Potter world with Lord Voldemort, what Marvel ultimately did do with Thanos, what DC probably wants to do currently with Lex Luthor, like, I get really tired really quickly of the infighting superhero stuff, right? Like Civil War, it's a good movie. Okay, I'm not dunking on Civil War. I'm a lot less compelled by that story than I am almost any other Marvel story. I just want to see Captain America and Tony Stark fight. I can understand internal conflict. That's great. Great. But actually, like, fisticuffs, I don't enjoy that. I just don't. I want to see him battle a freaking villain. That's what I want to see. Batman versus Superman? Spare me for so many other reasons.
Well, and I don't think, and yeah, that's part of it too. Like, Civil War was not done. Like, it's a good, solid movie, but compared to the comics, like the comics, Iron Man is a straight up not good guy in there. He is making bad decisions after bad decision. Yep. Batman versus Superman was a hot mess and shouldn't have existed. Right. That was a marketing ploy, by all means, to get people to just go watch. I'm with you. I don't need to see that. The only thing that would even be on my radar remotely would be Avengers versus X-Men, and I don't want that for a very long time because the X-Men in that are kind of the bad guys on that one, and that's just because Cyclops goes batshit crazy. Yep, and
he turns heel pretty quickly.
Oh yeah, so. Yep. From that standpoint, 100% agree.
Yeah.
So villain wise, who are you wanting then? Because I will say this, I think DC does a better job with their villains in the sense of they can go up against anybody at any point in time and have it make sense. And they are the focal point for every hero to go after. Obviously, Apocalypse is an easy one. Sure. I'm thinking of, Lex and Brainiac being great options as those. Again, we've had Lex. He feels like he's just a threat to Superman, but at the pull of a trigger, you can make him the mastermind behind everything. And Marvel tends to go down the route outside of maybe Doctor Doom, where it's, okay, this villain is specifically for this group of characters. You don't really get to see Magneto go after Iron Man, which, by the way, why would you not?
Yep.
They kind of stay in their own
Right.
realms. Even the Spider-Man villains stay Spider-Man villains outside of Kingpin.
Yeah.
So
here's the key, and I'll throw some examples out there. The key to me is there has to be legit villains, formidable villains at every level. So the street level, Kingpin, great. Yep, got to have Kingpin. DC, got to have Penguin. Got to have Two-Face. Got to have Joker. And then you ratchet it up a notch. It's like, all right, who could freaking end the world? Okay, Lex Luthor, he could do that. He'd like to take over the world, right? Or Norman Osborn on the Marvel side. Yep, they would like to do that. And then you got to go another step further. The cosmic side, whether it be Thanos, Apocalypse, universal threats is the fun comic book term out there, right? So Darkseid, Brainiac, great. It has to be constant. There cannot be room to breathe. Here's a hot take for you, okay? The Christopher Nolan trilogy, which I love and thoroughly enjoy, the reason it has to exist just as a trilogy is it decides to answer the hypothetical question of, well, what if the superhero actually freaking won and wasn't caught in this perpetual cycle of conflict, right? Like at the end of that trilogy, spoiler, Batman wins. The bad guys are defeated. Gotham City is saved. There's not another villain coming down the path that Batman's going to have to take care of. Like, it's good. Gotham City has been redeemed. Great. Fun for that trilogy? Can't be a thing.
No.
There needs to be an endless flow of bad guys that are equally formidable. Just has to be. And that's one of the things, again, to reference that trilogy, which is at the end of Batman Begins, Commissioner Gordon is talking to Batman and he goes, well, what about escalation? Escalation? Batman says, yeah, so we start wearing Kevlar vests, the bad guys start carrying armor-piercing rounds, and he gets into essentially the tease for the Joker. But the whole idea being, all right, as soon as the hero wins and you think, all right, well, he beat that guy, well, here comes another one, right? Another tough. So that, to me, is what is so critical, is we don't need, all due respect, the character development does not need to be when the character is having too much time with their self-doubts, okay? Spider-Man 2 crushes this conflict where Peter Parker is doubting his abilities, but while he's doubting his abilities, Doc Ock is still coming after him. He's not being allowed to have a break. Like the first half of The Dark Knight Rises, where it's like, Bruce, you put on the damn bat suit and start, like, we want to see Batman. We're sorry that Bruce Wayne is out there limping around, but hitch the leg up, pal. Let's put on the bat suit and let's get after it. Or Iron Man 3, where it's like you spent more time out of the Iron Man suit than in, and it wasn't close. We don't, again, character development, yes, but do it so that the hero has to be the freaking hero and we're not hanging out with the alter ego. Getting down a little bit of a rabbit trail there. To bring it back to the point of it, they're allowed to have that break because the villain isn't relentless enough. Get after him, dang it. Get after him. I want relentless villainy, not because I enjoy the bad guys and want to see them win. Quite the contrary. That's what draws the best out of the heroes, is a opponent that they have to bring their best against. I want there to be tangible doubt of, geez, can they beat this person or this team? That's what needs to happen. They'll give me relentless villains. There are so many good villains that haven't been tapped in Marvel and obviously haven't been tapped yet in DC. Let's get them.
Or haven't been done right.
Haven't been done right. So, you know what? Run it back. We'll forgive you. Try again, please.
It worked with Galactus.
It sure is poop did. So that's overall what I want to see moving forward in the future, is bring the villains. Don't kill them off. They can be beaten. That's fine. But don't officially end them.
We've actually been in a very good place.
Right. So much better than it used
right
to
now.
Be. Yep. So much better.
DC, none of the villains died. So, well, Superman, anyways, no one died. Outside of that governor, senator, politician guy that no one gives a crap about.